just out with the dog. So I wanted a little chat this morning about about something I seen in the paper the other week, middles of paper. Um, so young kid, 19, got 18 months. Um, I'm not going to say well. It was kind of like a drunken incident, I suppose, and obviously made the papers, and like anything in Middlesbrough, um, everyone's out, judge, jury, and executioner, and got me thinking. So I'm 44 now. I know I don't look it. I say that all the time. And but it got me when I was 25 years ago. 25 years ago next month, last month. So I was 19, and I got myself in a very similar, almost identical situation. Uh, Drunken punch up, made the papers, and like this lad who I've just was reading about, I got 18 months and served half, half an 18-month sentence. Um, yeah, young, immature, easily led, doing really stupid, silly things. But I'd never even hit an addiction issues then. So I was very green. I was very young, naive, and chip on my shoulder, if you like. Um, yeah, kind of thought, full of myself, you know, young lad, prime of your life, and think you can get any girls and all this kind of stuff, and head full of nonsense, basically. Um, that 18-month sentence, I actually did 5 prisons in 10 weeks, just because I was a dick, just basically because I had a bad attitude, and, Northallerton, Diabolds twice, and Thorncross in Warrington, Hindley and Wigan. Actually went to one in Manchester as well. What was that one called? And I got there. I was on their week, and they went, "You're not even 21 yet." I was just a kid, like 20, when oh god, it was in Pendlebury. Forgot what it's called. Someone can remind me. Um, it'll come to me anyway. Um, yeah. Moral of the story is to this video is mistakes when you're young don't define your life or shouldn't. And I felt really sorry for this young kid because, as I said, everyone was. So I've been in the Gazette something like I was in it like 19 times in like 4.5 years, and luckily when I did what I did when I was young, there was no social media, but I was in like the Gazette, Talk of the Town, if you like, page 3. Everyone kind of judging me, and um, I was 19, but really I was about 16. I was always a really late developer and immature, and just a kid. Didn't My head was just full of nonsense. And this kid, his mum is commenting on every comment, basically defending him. And I just felt so sorry for him because obviously he's done wrong, and he'll be about, but his life hasn't even begun. Like 19, it's just like so young. It is so like now I'm out of like being, obviously I'm middle aged now. I know I don't look it, um, but I'm past my young years, if you like, and I probably wouldn't go back. Because at the time of being like 17 to 22, I thought that was me forever. I thought people my age now were born that age, and I thought old men were just like, I'd roll my eyes, and sometimes I get a little bit sad because I'm going grey slightly. Um, not as fit as I once was, middle age, whatever. But then I remember that there's a lot, never regret growing old because it's a privilege denied to many. So I remember getting sentenced in the July 2000, and I never got out until the April 2001. But I remember thinking, this was the July. I remember thinking, whoa, I'm going to be in for Christmas. That's miles away. Where you get older and you grow up and you think, it's not really. It's like that on a grand scheme of things. But when you're young, 2 or 3 weeks is a long time. And I seen this kid getting absolutely savaged, and his mother is out there fighting his battles, and I felt so sorry for her, and all everyone judging him and having the two piece and kicking him when him down, and what we're in now, September. Prison's a little bit different to when, but you do 40% of a sentence, so 18 months is um, 4 months. I can't even work that out. Took a lot of blows to the head when I was young, but I don't know. Maybe he might even be out for Christmas or something. But he's got a chance to turn his life around. And the thing about Middlesbrough is it has a terrible mentality. For As I said, I was in the paper. I've been in the paper something like 19 times in 4.5 years. And when you don't follow people's narrative, when you're not. About a month or two back, someone was writing a status about me on Facebook, the Borough Sniff Club, the losers. Now I used to be one of them. And they were all, oh, do you think he is? And that, and like, they didn't even know half these people. But they're people that I was, I was probably one of them. And as I said, my head was full of cuckoo nonsense. And but these people will never merit to anything. You've only got to look at what people's attitudes were to Jonathan Woodgate and Stuart Downing. Middlesbrough just has this mentality to like attack people who are trying to make something of themselves in life. And this young kid, it's probably for his own benefit that he's actually in prison and he can't read any of it. Because as I said, I was lucky. There was no social media back in 2001. Yeah, and I was the talk of the town, and everyone kicking me when I'm down and all this kind of stuff. But that young kid can come again. I'm, as I said, mistakes don't define you. But my life got worse because I, I hadn't even. Yes, I was. I couldn't go out without getting into fights, and if there was trouble, I'd be like putting my head in a beehive and just couldn't go out without a black eye or a bus stand or a ripped shirt or just some nonsense like that. And when I was 22, I was ravaged with addiction, and I lost everything, and I mean everything. Um, Things I can't even talk about, just buried, and yeah, 5 or 6 months, the last end of 2002, it tells me crack cocaine addiction. Now, if there's a devil in life, he will have a pipe in his hand. That is just a revolting, horrible, horrible drug. I mean, they're all horrible, but that one's just particularly when you're literally you can't get any lower in life than being around that and the people. It's just yeah, when you kind of mature and you recover from illnesses, because addiction is an illness. But when you recover and you get better, the things that really used to flick your light on and it was burning brightly, it really repulsed you. And that's the thing about old age. It's hindsight's a wonderful thing, but yeah, it's a shame that you. I mean, I probably never even got really sensible. Um, I don't know, my late 20. I'm probably still not sensible now, still stupid, but it's a shame youth is wasted on the young. and that's our body's in a peak, if you like. And even though you get older and your eyesight goes and your hearing goes, you can get more finely tuned to the nonsense and the bad people in life. But I just feel really sorry for that kid because it was like looking at me 25 years ago. And, a lot of the people I used to think it was good to be around, I used to think it was really cool to associate myself with, you know, people who, oh, drug dealers and all that nonsense. And when I actually see them same people now, I actually cross over. I get friend requests. I get messages. Oh, Jamie, blah blah blah, and I'm thinking like I wouldn't have a drink with you if I'd been eating crackers all day in the desert. Do you know what I mean? Like, but once upon a time, I thought that was, when because I'd always associate myself with people a lot older. So when I was 19, I'd be running about with people in the 30s and yeah, But now I'm kind of old and mature and a little bit more sensible. I just felt really sorry for that young kid. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, and I felt really sorry for his mum because that was just like looking at me. Although thankfully that I never went through that with social media and 149,000 in Middlesbrough judging me, or the 377,000 population across Teesside, because so many of them have got their own demons. And don't judge someone just because they're sin differently to you. And Middlesbrough's a really got to be very careful because I'm going to be honest. I probably wouldn't let my dog live there these days. But there's some wonderful people there, but it has a terrible mentality and just wants to put people down. And or if anyone's kind of wants to do better in life, and it didn't matter that I was in the paper for making money for charity and all that. Everyone's like, oh, this and that, and I didn't when he was a crackhead, and I'm like, that's not me anymore, mate. That's not my house anymore. I don't live there. But yeah, I felt, uh, just moral of the story: being young and stupid and mistakes don't define who we are. And that kid's 19, quite possibly, probably only 20. I don't know, maybe 15, 20% through his life, and he could come out and get his head down and go to college or university and just be whatever he wanted to be. But yeah, we all learn and we all make mistakes in life, and it's a sign of you. You can't lie to yourself. So when you're judging people on the internet and that or social media, and like what I do these days, but I probably wouldn't have done when I was young, is that, hang on a minute, I'm out sniffing crap every week. How can I judge? Or I just haven't been caught yet, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we all make mistakes and we can all come back. Anyway, I'm after the betting shop and I'm going to put some money on Josh Warrington 2-1. Um, yeah, I'm at work for the next 4 nights, but hopefully I'll better watch Josh's to fight tonight. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your comments. And there's really so many judgmental people, like they're full of themselves. But if you be honest with yourself, we've all been there and worse. And most of the stuff I see on social media those days, before I judge, I think I was worse. I did worse than that. So that's how I think anyway. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend.